Hey y'all, this is Bishop Bowser again. I'm just about out of here. But before I go, I just wanted to give you another word to let you know that your circumstances don't determine your outcome. If you want better outcomes in your life, check out your thinking, check out what's inside of you.
Grace and peace, everyone. This is yours truly coming to you once again. I just want to talk to you about something very briefly. You know, the Shabbat that's coming up Saturday, Sabbath day, that's coming up this week. I'm going to be preaching on a message. The title is, It's Too Late to Argue About It. You know, there's a lot of things that people want to argue about, but it's already written and settled in heaven. And if you're fully convinced that what you're doing is right before the Lord, and you have scriptures and purpose to support it, then you should stick with what you believe, right? But I'll break all that down. But what I wanted to talk about is, you know, today is Sunday, and a lot of people going to church today, and that's cool. It's okay. I'm not here to condemn or put that down. But one of the things I just want to share with you is why I keep the Sabbath day, Shabbat, and I worship on Saturday instead of Sunday. I worship on Sunday anyway. And, you know, when I grew up and came up as a believer in the church, I was taught that, you know, they say, oh, we don't keep the Sabbath day because every day is holy, right? Every day is holy. But then, you know, they was having the main church service was on Sunday. And it was almost like they would condemn you if you worked, if you missed church, if you did anything on Sunday. It was almost like a cardinal sin, even though they wouldn't, or sin, even though they wouldn't like say that, right? But that's the way you were treated, and that's the way it seemed, and that's the way it felt, as though Sunday was that day. And I found myself one day, you know, I was having service on Sundays, and I wouldn't do anything on Sunday. I wouldn't go to the gym. I wouldn't do anything on Sunday. And I remember one day asking myself, like, if I'm going to honor Sunday, if this is the day that I'm going to rest on, is this the day that God designated for me to do it, right? Because, you know, first I was taught, remember, that every day is holy. Every day we worship God. Every day we do all these different things, you know, when it comes to God. And there's no specific day, right? We don't esteem one day above the other, but then everybody was esteeming Sunday above every day. And I found myself doing the same thing. And so, you know, going to the gym, whatever, I wouldn't do it on Sunday. And so then I asked myself, like, you know, if I was to rest or take it easy, what day would God want me to do it on, right? And when you look all through the scriptures, the only day that you'll find that God said we should rest on is on the Sabbath day, which is the seventh day of the week. And in fact, it's in the 10 Commandments. Remember, we keep all the 10 Commandments except the Sabbath day, right? And, you know, don't put no other gods before Yahweh. Don't make any idols. Don't blaspheme his name. Then the fourth commandment, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy, right? And then it says, honor your mother and father. Do not murder. Do not commit adultery. Do not steal. Do not bear false witness. And do not covet. Now, all those other sins still apply, right? Well, maybe not idolatry, because people still engaging in idolatry and making all type of things and that they shouldn't be making, because the Bible says don't make any graven images, and people still making these images and so on. But with the Sabbath day, you know, that's the only day that a lot of people say, hey, you don't have to keep that and you don't have to obey that. And that's cool. That's what you want to do. But my thing is that if I'm going to take a rest, and if I'm going to take it easy, I should do it on the day that God said do it, versus trying to do it on a day that man has set up. Sunday and National Holy Day, or whatever you want to call it, National Sunday holiday and so on, that was created by man, not by God. You don't find that in the Bible. The Lord's Day is not on Sunday or the first day of the week. The Lord's Day, as we understand it, is Shabbat. You know, if you really take a deeper look in that, the Bible really doesn't give us a specific day. When John said, I was in the Spirit on the Lord's Day, you know, what day was that? Was that first day of the week, seventh day of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever? He doesn't say. So you can't say that was on Sunday, right? And so, or the first day of the week. And so I keep Shabbat, and, you know, we worship, you know, our main day is the Shabbat day, the day of Sabbath, the day we're supposed to take a rest. And if you look at the church, when Paul was going to various cities, the Bible would say on the Sabbath day, he went into the synagogues, right? Because the Jews kept the Sabbath day. In the first century church, they still were honoring the Shabbat day, even though Paul was apostle to the Gentiles, and there's various debates about, whether he was saying you don't have to keep the Sabbath day and all of that. But I just want you to know, with me, it's too late to argue about it. It's settled in my mind. It's written in heaven. The word confirms it and settles it, that if there's any day that God wants us to rest on, it's the Shabbat, the seventh day of the week. So that's the day that I'm going to keep the Sabbath day. Okay? All right. God bless you. And I hope that you all come in and if you watch this video to the end, then you will know that I'm inviting you to come on out to our church service this Saturday. That's coming up, the Shabbat, at 11:45, and the message is going to be, it's too late to argue about it. I'm going to break that down for you to understand why we shouldn't be arguing and debating with people over scriptures and so on. All right, God bless you, and look forward to seeing you all. If you watch this to the end, what I want you to do is like, and then I want you to give a comment saying that thank you for the message, thank you for it, or if you disagree, just say you disagree, but so that I know that you watched it to the end. All right, God bless.
All right, y'all. I'm out of here.